Hey guys, this is miwin and I have a tutorial on how to make a logo. It could be any kind of picture, make it 3D and motion tracking. So what I'm talking about is something like this. Wait 1 second. Disable the song. You shouldn't see that. So I have done something pretty sweet right here. So this is something I won't show you, but it's just 2D motion tracking. I've done a tutorial on 2D motion tracking and 3D motion tracking. I will link them now on the screen, and that's what we're going to do. We see replay that. We have a loading bar in front of here somewhere. Wait, where is it? So we have this loading bar. That's something we won't do, but like the logo appears and some smoke comes up. That's what we're mainly gonna do, and it's very sweet motion tracked. So yeah, I will show you how to do that. If you don't know how to motion track, as I just said before, I've done a tutorial on that, and this is the scene. I am motion tracking for that because we have smoke. For the smoke we need to motion track for After Effects. We could do it in Cinema 4D, I guess, but I do it in After Effects. Takes a lot less time. So I have our smoke and our logo, so it's all motion tracked right here. I should make some cinematics. Let's put those things in there. Special elements. Wait. This is just if you don't know, it's just a sound effect and like the dirt coming up. So it looks like comes up right here and goes over there. Yes. And I don't know if you can hear that. It's just like the electricity goes down. Wait. I hope you were able to hear that. So we will head on to Cinema 4D later, but that's the motion track scene in Cinema 4D. That's how it looks like right there. So we need a logo. Try to get one with as much pixel as possible. Like I got one here from the channel or somewhere. It's finally done. And now what we first of all see, the logo is already in 3D. Get a pencil away. Alright, rubber. It's already in 3D, we can see that on that, and so that's something we don't want to export because it will just confuse Cinema 4D, or not really confused, but it will look absolutely shit. So everything else we're gonna need, so I'm just gonna mask it out really quick. Go on this pen or path tool or whatever you call it, and hold shift on your keyboard to make a straight line. Looks kind of bad. Should make it a bit higher. It's not that important to do it as good as possible. I mean, you see that for a few seconds and people really don't realize if you made it not that good. I mean, if you like have a line down here, everybody will see it, but things like that, I don't think that people can see those. So what just happened? Kind of fail on that. There we go. As you see, I don't include the 3D stuff here because it's simply not what we want or what we need. So we have a nice path, so make this invisible and we see if it kind of looks like the logo we have. It's good. We're good to go. And now we have the path. We export it right here. Go to export and path to Illustrator. I'll try to translate it to English. So you get to this window and it means path, work path. If it's not selected, select it right here. Hit OK. And now I'm gonna save it somewhere on my desktop. yes. 3D logo path. I'll save it. We are done in Photoshop right now. Don't save that. And just going to open up my desktop. Where is it? No, face logo path. We can now put it into Cinema 4D. I would say 1 is good. If you have a very small logo, you can put it like to 10, but then it's kind of big. So that's how it looks like. That's something we don't want, so we close that. Now we go on File on the left top and loading. It's under the open thing. I don't know how it's called in English, but add to or loading, whatever. We click our path, and again we come to this window, hit OK. We got it. It's fine. So as we can see, the cam is already moving around it. So now we just need to add a background, make new material, just loading the video as I show in my shitty tutorial I have previously done. So again, the link is in the description to it. So that's the one we need. Okay, we're gonna create a background and put it on here. So now we can hardly see our logo, but it's good. We'll now make it 3D. Go to the extrude NURBS on here, and you will get this thing here. Put our path we have imported from Photoshop under it, and now it's basically 3D. So if you have multiple animate elements, you can just make more than one path and export them, or you can all make more than one path and export all in one. So now with the extrude NURBS we can make it a bit deep or whatever. Now we need, as you can see, it's not really motion tracked to this, to where we want it. So we need to find a point somewhere in front of here, which is moving with the tree, because I wanted to hit on the tree, and I think this point right here seems to be perfect. Yeah, that's a good point. And as we can see, this tree is this point is on the tree, and that's our logo. So we are a lot on the wrong way. So we're just gonna select the coordinates and just paste it in there in the NURBS. Do this for a few seconds. Hope I selected the right one again. Okay, if you're done with that, you will realize that this point is exactly on this. So what we're gonna do is, now we can move it a bit over. Like you can see that the cam is moving around it. If we disable the background real quick, the cam is moving around it, and before we had it somewhere behind there, so the cam was not moving around it as we wanted it. So now it's fine. We're good to go. Get our background back, and we need to change a few things. So again, I've changed before. So okay, here we go. Now you can select this arrow thing here, and you can change the axis, because when we move it around, it will go a bit wrong. Just kind of try to just kind of put it on the position you want it. And also, if you want to make it bigger, you just click on this thing here. You get some squares or some cubes right here, and if you just make them a bit bigger, like to 1.6, I'd say is fine, and the other one too. the X and Y, we're gonna change both of them to 1.6. Okay, so it looks fine, I think. We're gonna rotate it a bit so it looks a bit more real. Like that, and a bit over here. So looks fine, looks fine. Bring it a bit more back. That we don't want to hit it the ground, so somewhere in the air. That's where we want it, and we're gonna keyframe it right here. Put the keyframe in front somewhere over here. It drops down very fast time. So we're gonna push it up and hit the other keyframe, and if we play it, we already see it's dropping down. We can speed it up in After Effects if we want. We can also speed it up right here by just changing these keyframes. I don't know if you can see them, but hopefully you can now. So now we need to work on our materials, on our colors, because that doesn't really look like we want it. So make it a bit more deep, like so. Shall be fine. Okay. Make some caps. Now size them to whatever, 10. It's a bit big. 8. I think that looks fine. Yeah, maybe 7 or 6. Yeah, 7 is fine. So we're gonna make some materials like they have in their logo. So you can just open your logo and see what we got. We got a red behind there, a black in front, and a white. It's not really white, they have kind of high reflection on there, so that's why it seems to be white, but I would just make it white for now. I think that's good. Make a black one and a white one. On the white one we will enable reflection. Sorry for the German version of it, but just how it goes. Let's put the red on first, then the black one over it, and then the white one, and duplicate the white one by just holding Control and drag it over. So the white one we want on R1 and R2. If you don't know what that means, it's basically just R1 is the front cap and R2 are the back cap. So that's what we want. Now I think C1 has everything around it, so we need to put it in front of the black. Oh, okay, C is the front. What's wrong with that? And we're gonna put in C1 and C2, so we have it on the front and the back side. Here we're gonna delete that, and it will look perfectly fine. We're very good to go now. The black looks a bit gray, and also we have kind of bad shadows. I want to light everything up. We don't really need shadows right here, because it's like standing on the tree, which we can basically not really see the ground. So I'm just going to duplicate a few here to light everything up. Very bad lighting, but still it does its job. How does it look like? Okay, we don't have a light in front of it, I think. Okay, now the black is gray again. We just click on the black. Oh my god, we are already in 40 minutes, and we're gonna change a few things here, a few settings like that. It's not black enough. That should be fine. That's a bit too much. Like that. Yeah, I think that looks pretty sick, actually. And if we play that now, we can't see much because my computer is just too slow, but you can basically see it's completely motion tracked. Looks absolutely fine, ridiculous. And it comes down, it jumps down like this. Exactly what we wanted, basically. And also at the final move, we move out of it, so pretty good, pretty good. Now we're going to render all this real quick. I'll pause the video while I'm doing that, but we have 490 frames. We need to motion track from 0 to 490. And what we're going to do, as we have no shadows, nothing, we can disable the background in the render, so it takes a lot less time to render because we don't really need it. We have literally no shadow, nothing. We just have our logo. That's what we want to export, and so we're good to go with the settings. Save it somewhere. Cinematics, village. I already have done it before, but I thought pics one. I always call these folders pics. Face logo 1. I don't really want to do a folder. What the hell? Face logo. Cost 3D actually. TIFF PSD. So we have and enable the alpha channel. So we have a transparent background. And yes, we're gonna render that, and I will be back when it's done. Okay, so I'm done with rendering, and if we look at it, we see it drops down, flies over, everything is fine. So we can save it if we want to, we don't need to, so I'm just gonna close it. Now we need to export our pictures, import our pictures. Right click on project in After Effects, import file, and go to pictures, click at the first one, open, and just hit OK. And it basically imports all the pictures as a video. Look at it. Somewhere it should drop down. Yes, there we go. Wait 1 second. Okay, so my phone faggoty called me, so it doesn't really look good, so we need to shorten it because After Effects has a problem. Basically, or not After Effects anymore, for the wait, I hang a bit. So just go to the end and make a marker by just clicking the mul on your keyboard. Basically looks like this. So I hope you can see that. Like that. You know what I mean. Just go on your layer and hit it, and you will get one of these markers. Then hold Alt, select one, and keep holding it. Select the second, you get a time up here, 8.10 seconds. We are going to make it on 08.10. It's nearly 50%, so we're good to go. Now it's motion track to it, as you can see. It looks perfectly fine. Yes, that's what we wanted. And the tree kind of laps over, not really. If it's too hard, just copy and paste the background thing, mask it out, and by doing it with a few keyframes you can mask it out like this. And as you can see, if we go back out, now you can make a mask path, keyframe it, just move it over like you want, if you want to. I don't do it now, it's good, it's fine for me. So I can delete these markers, we don't need them anymore, and then we need to find the point where we drop down. Okay, somewhere over here, I want to let the smoke appear. Okay, now we need to select one of those null objects. Make a composition marker, I think this one would be fine. So let's check which one it is. One of those. We can make the other one invisible. Okay, found ya. Now we need to import our dust wave kind of thing. Okay, there we go. And hit P on your null object. But before we do that, I kind of want to show you something, because if we make it smaller, change the scale like that, you see it looks kind of stupid. So what I want to do is make a mask around here somewhere, like that, and put it down here. Should be fine, like that actually. And we make a mask feather. We change the mask feather to, I don't know, a bit higher, so it looks pretty sweet. It kind of fades out, whatever. You see, it looks a lot better. If we enable 3D, it's kind of hard to do a mask, so I'm gonna enable 3D and also hit P on here. We're gonna copy the position on here, and as I showed you in my other tutorial, just put it all to 0.07. Scale, we get it on our screen, and now we have a little problem that we can't move it around that good because of our mask. Wait, 1 second. Just going to copy paste that, delete the mask on that. It's the problem on the mask. I just copy pasted it because of the mask, so we have our mask on the other file too. Now we need to change the Z axis to like 3 or 2 is good, I guess. Fuck you, Skype. Now we get our mask back, and we're going to check that. So where is it dropping down? Somewhere over here, I said. Make the smoke like that. Speed the smoke up a bit on like 80%. And now let's see what we get. A bit like that. Yeah, it drops down and the smoke kind of appears. Looks pretty sweet. Now we got this done. We just need to add our final touch, which is the sound effect. I always put sound on the bottom, and I have a special way on how I'm working with After Effects. It's pretty crazy, but it's true. And we can render that real quick, so to see how it looks like. It looks actually very good. And if we want to, we can now pre-compose all of that, or make a new composition and drag this in, however you want to do it. I normally have a composition called Final, where I just sync everything up with the music and everything. So I'm just gonna create one, put it in here, and we can add some color corrections. I will just quickly use Magic Bullet Looks. You can use whatever you want, but I'm already on 23 minutes and I need to hurry up a bit. Otherwise I'll never be able to upload that video on YouTube. So in here, if we go to the site, my computer is very slow. Sorry for that. I apologize. What did you wrote there? Unexpected end tag. Expect be actual font. Okay. I don't give a shit. That's the color corrections I used before. I'll use it again. You can make yourself one. I already have that one. That will look actually pretty good too. My computer is very slow. I really apologize for that, but I don't have the money to buy another one. So if we have that, I'm just gonna search a nice keyframe, fit it up to 100%. So somewhere over here. As you can see, our composition marker is still here. So that looks really sweet, guys. Yeah, that was my tutorial on how to put a logo into 3D. I've done completely everything for the motion tracking. If you don't know how it works, I've made tutorials in the past, so I will link them again in the description below. And yes, if you have any tutorial suggestions, comment below. I will try to do them, and I'll see you soon. Peace.